Hello everyone, this is my week 37 recap, and I'll just go through the week. On August 7th, um, I ended up having a dream that night um, that is kind of personal. I actually was slightly embarrassed to even discuss it, but I mean, I guess I might as well, because the people that will be watching this are not really don't really know anyone around in my life anyway. But I had this strange dream um, of a coworker of mine that I somehow, some way, um, I became slightly intimate. It was just kissing the person in the dream. It wasn't anything sexual or anything. Um, but there was a strong emotion there that in my real life is not really there. In fact, I didn't see this person in that way prior to this dream, and it was such an odd dream, that I didn't know where it was coming from. I didn't understand it, why that occurred, because again, it's not something that I consciously um, felt like I looked at this person in that way. And even in the dream, I kind of, again, because I'm married and I have a daughter and another one on the way, and this person also, is married, and has a son, and she's actually pregnant right now. Um, just like my wife. But anyway, I didn't see this person in that way, and it was something that on this dream I just didn't understand where it was coming from. Or sometimes I look at these dreams as um, that they are like emotional issues that you're going through in your life, and then the dreams don't necessarily correlate to anything. They're just kind of prompts for you to kind of work through an emotional issue. But in this case, I couldn't match an emotional issue that I was having uh, to that. So I didn't really understand what I was working through. So when I got into my meditative state, I was able to contact Solomon, and I just asked, kind of what was that dream coming from? What was that all about? And I wrote it down. I said that he said that I was opening up to multiple realities, and since this dream involves another person, I asked if they were experiencing what I was experiencing, and to which he said, to a much lesser degree. And that's my daughter knocking on the door, or at least trying to come in, um, because she's not aware of these realities at this time. So on the 8th of August, that's what happened with on that day. And on the 8th of August, I had another dream, but this one I knew what it was. This is some type of test that uh, I have created for myself in this dream, because it's the second time that I've had this. Very interesting after I had this dream, because I really I want to be clear that I understood its purpose completely when it was done. Uh, Basically, there is no purpose in the test as far as hidden agenda. There's no way to pass or fail this test. You grade yourself. Hold on a second here. I'm sorry. Baba, what are you doing? You want to say hi? You want to say hi to the video? You're gonna go watch your cartoons? All right then. Go watch your cartoon. All right, um, so on the 8th of August, I had this dream. It's that I had a dream that I knew it was some sort of test. The second time I've had it, the scenario is in a church-like setting where a bunch of people are there, all with plates of food in front of them. The priest comes over to me very lovingly and mentions that I must have been very hungry and takes away my empty plate. I look around to realize no one else has eaten, so I feel guilt because I am not sure if the food was for some ritual meeting or if they were going to tell us when to eat. And that's kind of how it was. It was just this, am I supposed to be doing something? Or I mean, did I do something wrong? Um, and that's the feeling that I had. But I want to be clear that when the priest actually took the food away, he kind of just looked at me like, okay, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. There was just this feeling like a total acceptance. There was really no judgment put on me. All the judgment came from myself. I judged myself. Let me close the door while she's out. It's funny. So all the judgment came from me. I put the judgment on myself. And so that's what I found was very fascinating, is that I'm not sure exactly what this test is supposed to be for or how I'm supposed to turn it around to be in somewhat of a more positive outlook on it. I don't know. I mean, as I think about it, it's just one of those things where I'm like, I don't know how else I could have thought other than to feel a little bit of guilt at that in that particular setting. But I guess I'll just have to contemplate on that and what that means. But it's the second time that I've had this dream, so I know that and maybe it is showing that I have matured and had some type of growth, because I don't really remember how I reacted to it last time. But when it happened, after it happened, it was something that I was like, I've done this before. I've actually experienced this setting before. That's how I knew it was a test. All right, so the 9th of August, I visualized myself as like this blue ball of energy. I searched through it until I saw an opening where these people in white came in. It was a lot of people, mostly kids, and I watched them absorb the blue ball and run off. It was, again, very strange and some type of symbolic meaning, and I'm not sure exactly what to make out of that. And that was pretty much it, because the 10th through the 13th, there was really not much to discuss. For me, again, the Wednesday of the 8th was probably the most interesting out of all of them, just because of that. Again, it just makes me wonder what I have created that scenario for. And how to work through that, or how to, again, because as it's brought up another time, the way you can tell if you've changed is if you react differently to the scenario. And so that's why I know I've created that for myself, to kind of gauge where I'm at, see if I've changed. So I don't know. But anyway, that's it for this week. So again, I will talk with everyone next week. All right. Thank you for watching, and take care.